I'm going to show you how to get the ink over top of these so we can do scratch art. You're going to need the small container that you had inside of your box that you first got. Or you can use any container that you want, but this one's something you have. Your ink, you need some dish soap. You're just going to need a few drops. And your flat brush. I'm working on the lid because this is going to be really messy. I put my ink on some paper towels. I've got a rag right here ready to go. All right, so what I'm going to do is take some of this ink, and this is going to be the messy part. It will stain everything. I'm going to get some of the ink inside here. I don't need a whole lot. That should cover it. And you can see I've still got a lot of ink left in here. You're going to need this for another project, so don't use it all. Seal this back up. Okay, make sure it snaps down really well. All right, I can wipe my hands off, get some of that ink off. It's just going to stain, but it's okay. It'll wear off after a while. Okay, so I'm going to set the ink aside, and I'm going to use the back side of the paintbrush and get a couple of drops. Ooh, that's a lot. I didn't need that much. Just want a few drops. 3 drops, good enough. Make sure it's dish soap, not any other kind of soap. I tried something else as an experiment and it worked, but not so well. Okay, so wipe this off. Use the flat end of your brush. Well, the brush side. Stir that up pretty good. Don't vigorously stir or you'll get bubbles. You don't want bubbles. All right, so get that mixed. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint a layer over top of my card. I'm going to hold it up because I don't want to get this on the lid. If you get it on the lid, it's okay. You can wipe it off. But look how nice that goes on there. It's beautiful. Go all the way to the edge. Nice and even. Don't hold the paintbrush straight up and down. That's going to make you press really hard on those bristles, and it's going to actually just move that paint away rather than kind of putting it on an even coat. So hold it kind of parallel to the table or to the surface of your card. All right, I'm going to start the other one, and then I'm going to, while this is going to take a while to dry, and that's okay. Ooh, it's not staying right there. Just brush it until it stays on there. It might move away some. Oh, you know what? I can hold the edge and I can get this part. That way all I have is a tiny bit to put on there when I put this back down. There we go. It's covering well. I might end up doing 2 layers if I need it. Depends on how this dries. It doesn't seem to be sticking in a few places, so I can just rub over it and see if I can get it to go back there and to cover. I don't want to see the color through this. I want it to be opaque. There's a new word for you, opaque. Ugh, I can't quite brush it because it's moving around. All right, not bad. Yeah, I am going to need a second layer. I will let these dry, and then I'll put the second layer on, and I'll pop any bubbles that might have appeared on there from the soap. So leave this, clean out your brush really well. Do not let the ink dry in your brush, and then do one more layer, and we're ready to do our scratch art.